Don't take the I love you seriously. Don't take the I don't want to be with you anymore seriously. Don't take any of that seriously. Things are going to change. Your job is to stay in touch, calibrate very closely, and do the right thing. Sometimes you have to stay away for a few hours, sometimes a few days, sometimes a few weeks. Sometimes you have to message more, sometimes you have to message less. This is Ben, and in this video series, I'm going to give you some tips so you can have better relationships. So if you lost your girlfriend, if you lost your wife, or if you think you're about to lose her, and if you're having relationship problems, make sure you watch this video, because I'm going to go through a list of the most common problems that my clients have and how I'll help them. So I wrote the list here. I'm going to go through them. Make sure you watch everything, take notes, because these tips that I'm going to give you are going to give you the power, control, and basically the options that you want to have in your relationship. Because if you don't have the control, if you don't have the power, if your dynamic is all in her favor, either the relationship ends or you have to do things that you don't want to do. So make sure you watch these and take notes. The first thing, I want to tell the story of one of these guys. I just finished a call with him, and he told me they broke up about 3 months ago. He signed up from a program 3 months ago. He came in the program and things weren't good. She said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. She moved out. They both live overseas. They're not in the States. He's a British guy, really cool guy. And things ended. So he went through the program and he said, okay, should I talk to her? Should I not talk to her? So I helped him a little bit text. I said, okay, text now. Then based on what she said, I said, okay, now don't text for a couple of weeks and send these. Then after about 3 months, he just called me a few days ago. He messaged me. He said, dude, I want to talk to you. Something crazy happened. Anyways, we just ended the call and he told me, yep, I talked to her. She said it's over. There's absolutely no way we can get back together. And then we met to have that farewell. Then we ended up sleeping together 2-3 times. Then she said, this is it. It's over. I don't want to be with you anymore. She left. Then the next day she came. And then she said, I check your Instagram. I check your social media all the time. I want to message you on WhatsApp. I check on WhatsApp to see if you're online or not all the time. But it's over. Finish. I don't want to see you ever again. She left, then she came back. This cycle continued for a few days. And now the last thing she said is that I don't want to be with you anymore. Now, I want to tell you something about these situations. Look, I told this guy the same thing I'm going to tell you. Think about 4 weeks ago. What did you have for lunch on Wednesday, 2nd of May? Do you remember what you had for dinner? You probably don't. I want you to think about things that your ex or your partner tells you exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter because people change all the time. Relationships change all the time. What she feels at that time changes. And the mistake that most guys make is that they take things very seriously. They listen to what she said. Oh, she said she doesn't want to be with me. Ben, it's over. Every week, dude, I get messages from guys that said, oh, Ben, she said this. It's over. It's done. And that's the biggest mistake that guys make, because just like the example that I just told you, she goes through cycles. Right now, maybe she doesn't want to be with you. Right now, she's frustrated. Right now, she's angry. But things are going to change. Your job is to stay in touch, calibrate very closely, and do the right thing. Sometimes you have to stay away for a few hours, sometimes a few days, sometimes a few weeks. Sometimes you have to message more. Sometimes you have to message less. And it's a bit difficult because most guys struggle with calibrating, and most guys don't know what she says actually means. What is the subcommunication? And that's where I come in and help you with text, and I help you calibrate better so you can make better decisions. So the point here is, don't take anything she says seriously. Don't take the I love you seriously. Don't take the I don't want to be with you anymore seriously. Don't take any of that seriously. If you take any of that seriously, then when things change and you start to react, and when you react on something that is temporary, you do something that damages the relationship for long term. And you're going to understand that that's the nature of people. People change all the time. I know it's a very simple thing to, you probably understand it, but being able to emotionally take action as well and not do things that are for that very moment make you feel good or sound like the right thing, that's a bit difficult. So I wanted to just do this. Nothing is a big deal. It doesn't mean anything. And just don't get emotional about things that she says. Notice that part of you, acknowledge the part of you that wants to say something. What do you mean it's over? Or when you get angry, she does something and you're about to say something that you know it will damage the relationship later. Just hold on, dude. It means nothing.